Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we're going to look at how to create a billing alarm. Now, for most of the lectures in this course will be using AWS free tier. However, there are some lectures where you will not be using free tier, or we might exceed the limits of free tier. And in order to just alert us when we go over the amount, what we're going to do is go ahead and set up a billing alarm. So billing alarm is basically an amount that you set. Let's say it's going to be $10, and it will send you an alarm as soon as your AWS bill goes over that for the month. So this is a lab, and you will need to log into the AWS console. Okay, so here I am in the AWS console. I want you to just make sure that your region is set to Northern Virginia. So make sure it's in Northern Virginia. You can see all the different regions around the world here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to a service called CloudWatch. Now, CloudWatch is exactly what it sounds like. It's a way of monitoring your cloud or watching your cloud. And you can find CloudWatch here under Management and Governance. And we're going to, it's the second one down, and go ahead and click on CloudWatch. And that will launch the CloudWatch console. And then what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and click on billing. And in here, we're going to create a billing alarm. So all we need to do is hit create alarm. Now, if you don't see this screen, it means that you've clicked the wrong create alarm button. So there's actually two. If you click this one up here, it's going to create a generic alarm. So go just hit cancel and then click the one down here, create alarm. And then you should see this screen. If you still don't see this screen, you can actually go back and you can select the metric, and then you just click into billing and you go total estimated charges, and then click on US dollars and hit select metric, and then you'll get this exact same screen. So hopefully everyone is at this point. I know it can seem a little bit confusing. And so what we're going to do is you can see here we've got our currency in US dollars. The period is going to be every 6 hours. It's going to be checking our account to make sure we haven't gone over that. We've got two different threshold types here. We've got static and anomaly detection. Anomaly is basically for detecting anomalies. We just want static. And we're just going to say whenever estimated charges is greater than, and then you enter in here the number 10 US dollars, then it's going to do an alarm. There's some additional configuration options in here, such as the number of data points that you want and how to treat missing data, but don't worry about that. Just go ahead and hit next. And then what we need to do is create an SNS topic. And SNS stands for Simple Notification Service. And we're going to cover that off a bit later on in the course. And what we want to do is just create a new topic. And so the topic in here, we'll just call it billing alarm. And in here, we enter in our email address. Oh, and it has to all be one word. And so in here, enter in your email address and make sure you enter a legitimate email address because you will have to confirm this. So I've entered in my email address. I have blurred it out because I don't want everyone emailing me. And go ahead and hit create topic. That will then create a topic, and you should get an email straight away basically telling you to subscribe to that topic. Go into your email, click on the link, and then you will be subscribed to that topic. Once you've done that, just go ahead and hit next. In here, we're going to enter our alarm name. So again, we're just going to call it billing alarm. And my alarm description, send me an email if my bill goes over $10. So there we go. Go ahead and hit next. And then this is a preview of it all. All you need to do is scroll down to the very bottom and then go ahead and hit create alarm. And so you can see here the action says pending confirmation. That means you need to go into your email and subscribe to that topic. And when you have clicked on that link in your email, you'll see something very similar to this, just saying your subscription is confirmed. Then if you go back to the console and you just hit the refresh button, you'll see that the actions are in there. At the moment, there's insufficient data. That's because we said, hey, check my account every 6 hours. So depending on your own account, it may take a little bit of time for this to turn into okay. But just wait and be patient, and that's it. You will now get an alarm every time your bill goes over $10. And so where this comes up in the exam is basically it's asking you how can you get automatic notifications if your account goes over like $1,000 or whatever. Well, the answer is you go into CloudWatch and you create a billing alarm. A billing alarm uses an SNS topic. We will cover that off later off in the course. But essentially an SNS topic is just basically a way of emailing you whenever your alarm goes over the $10 threshold. So that's where it will come up in the exam. And oh, you can see it just went into an okay status as well. So that is it for this lecture, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.